So the first thing I say is that we recognize there was a significant investment that needed to be made by communities across the Commonwealth around almost all the issues associated with school and COVID. And that was why we distributed almost $1 billion to cities and towns in Massachusetts over the course of the summer, specifically to pay for and reimburse a lot of the stuff associated with school. And I think in many ways, those resources have made it possible, not just for folks here, but folks in a lot of districts around Massachusetts, to create a safe environment for kids to come back. The other thing I would talk about is many of the special needs programs, which are oftentimes some of the more complicated to operate, are in person, have been in person all the way through the summer, and stayed in person all the way through the summer and through the fall. And that is close quarters in many cases, given the nature of some of the issues those kids are dealing with. And there too, there's been really modest spread and transmission. And I keep coming back to this, the data's pretty clear. The real issue is, and there are a lot of resources in play as well, the real issue here is, can people learn from those who've been successful and incorporate some of those learnings into the way they do it in their own environments, so that we can all do what the docs and the pediatricians and the parents and so many others are saying, which is give kids the socialization and the in-person education, which is, especially for the lower grades, so critical to their ability to learn.
Thanks, everybody.
How have they not been able to deter the socialization that's happening outside of school? My wife works at BC High. I don't know if the kids all leave BC High and they go over to a place and they're still wearing the, what's been working in that
Do you know what goes on with that here?
Well, it's a challenge, right? It's a professional challenge. Well, it is a challenge for us. As students leave, they have a tendency to kind of fall back to some of their practices. But as I said, we work really closely with the parent community and the broader Carlisle community. So we have a local emergency planning committee, which meets now once a week. We were meeting 3 times a week at the height of the pandemic. But just to coordinate both in school and community public health issues, and first responders, the Chief Fisher's on there, Chief Soros, our fire and police chiefs are there, public health, council on aging. So we bring everyone together, and when these items, these challenges percolate up, we take a community approach to resolving that and working with the parents. So they're still children, right? And even adults need some guidance, so we do that in a community way also. So it's a challenge, but we're working.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.